Hey there. Today I had two star low velocity tools. This is the 655 and this is a 651. This tool is stamped made in West Germany, and this one I can't find any country of origin on it. So when that happens, you just basically assume that they are made in the United States. They came out and were sold, I guess, from late 60s, early 70s, probably later than that actually. But I'm not familiar with this tool at all until I started seeing them on the internet a few years ago. And curiosity, of course, got the better of me, and I finally purchased one. Basically, it's the same thing. The mechanism in here, the reset. It's just this is shorter. It's a full 3-inch, or this is longer. This is the short tool. This is a full 3-inch capacity. This is 1.5-inch capacity. And the story I always heard about the Star tools is that they went out to the contractors on this tool at least and asked the contractors, what did you want in a tool? And they wrote it all down and came up with this tool. That sounds bogus to me, but we're going to go with it. I mean, it's made in West Germany. I doubt if they took all that information. Maybe they did. I don't know. It's kind of interesting about this tool is that it doesn't have the full cast housing like that one. They just went so far on the handle and then put the tubing on top. And that could be because, save money on the housing or the casting to make a full casting of this. It could be that I do know they did make changes to the front of this. They did eventually put a reset assembly in there, more like that one right there. And I believe these bolts were removed also. Came more like this. I'm almost certain of that, but I'm not 100%. Anyway, so they went with this. It could be, like I said, just to save money on their casting, or because maybe if they had to change it, they wouldn't have to go through the expense of changing the whole casting, just the tubing. Anyway, also I don't understand why they didn't just use this, take this off the tool and use the housing up to this point, because it's the same capacity, the same length. It would have worked. But obviously there was some reason that they didn't want to do that. It would have worked just fine. And that's pretty much it. They're 22 calibers, 3-inch capacity, 1.5-inch capacity, made between late 60s to at least the late 70s, maybe later than that. This tool here, here's how you get the barrel out. You pull this cotter pin out. And I won't be doing it for this one because the cotter pin broke and it's zip tied in. Here's your reset assembly and your barrel, and this here pushes the mech back to reset the tool. It's got your same basic piston and nose piece, and there should be a nylon buffer in here, but there isn't one in that one either. There is one in that one. Piston's pretty beat up. See if I can find a replacement for that, but I'm not hoping for it. And it just basically goes back together the same way. And if you happen to have one of these, the easiest way to put that damn cotter pin in, darn cotter pin, YouTube, is to set it up, push it like this, and squeeze the ends together, and it just goes in, or it used to. There we go. I was trying to do it laying down and I couldn't get it over the, One weird thing about these tools is that to reset the mech, most tools you push it down and when you fire it, it just pops back out, but there's no reset spring back here. So it does not reset until you pull the tool forward, and then it resets. I guess they did that to save a little bit of money on like a reset spring and some machining. And this tool needed some cleaning. It wouldn't work at all, so I did take the mech apart and spray it down and got it working again, oiled it up. It needs more cleaning than just that. And this one is still stiff, so it's going to need some cleaning too. Also, it pinches your finger. This one's better, but that one pinches your finger, and so does that one to some extent. So my guess is that they got dirty real quick out there in the field, and they probably needed cleaning quite often. And that may be why they weren't really all that popular. But for a tool where you went to the contractors and asked them what they wanted, you'd think that they would want a tool that you didn't have to clean very often. Apparently they didn't listen on that part. Anyway, that's all I got right now. Did come with a big rubber spoil guard. I might as well put that on before I lose it. I'm not going to fire these tools. There's really no need to. It's not all that exciting after all. And that's all I can think right now about it. And thanks for watching, and you all have a lovely day.